Hello, this is a update. Actually, I haven't did a video in a while, but this month has been the best month since I've been trading. I've been like dabbling in options and futures. I'm really getting into it the last maybe year and a half of futures and options. Actually, not options, but the advanced play of options like credit spreads, iron condors, um, calendar spreads, all that kind of. That's sort of like the advanced option plays. Anyways, um, I had a pretty good month. I made the majority of my money on my Chase account, my Chase brokerage account. So I put some of the money in here. So I put a total of $5,600 into this account. I think since I'm trying to remember when. Let's see, we go. Let's see, April, maybe the beginning of May. Yeah, the beginning of May, I did it. Um, I put in some money in, and then I hit the big play in April, like the first week. You know when Trump mentioned the tariffs that he's going to apply tariffs, so I made a had a put play on the SPY, and overnight, bam, I had a 20 15 $20 in the money put option, so I've cashed out and I put some money in my Robinhood account. So now now I have two plays. I made this Netflix play on Thursday, but I've had this rum shares for a while, like maybe 2 months. I've been gradually adding more, buying more shares. So I started with 300, and then I hit that big play and I got like 600, and then I bought an additional 100, $200 shares. So I got a total 800 shares of rum, which is Rumble, which is equivalent to the same thing as like Twitch. I don't like the trading platforms, but they're more free. They have less restrictions. Um, they don't blacklist you and stuff like that, like the YouTube and all the other ones like that. But I want to start off with my most recent play, Netflix. You click on here. So so what I did is I made the play during the earnings day. The earnings was Thursday after hours, and it shot up 20, I think 20 to 15 to $20 a share. And that's exactly what I do because this play involves getting a credit on a play. Basically, I'm trying to do it like layman terms. What I did is I want Netflix to stay uh, above 977.50 per share, right? And what I did is at the same time I I sold the 977 put, and I bought the 975 put, and I ended up getting a 118 credit, and I got five of them. So if we do the math, five times 118, so we got $590 in credit back into our account. It shows, yeah, here it shows right here, $590 in credit. So this if this works out, this expires next Friday. Let's see, yeah, next Friday expires next Friday. But since the Netflix had good earnings and it shot up, so I think it's not going to go below 977.50. And right now we're currently making 215 profit on the trade out of the 590 possible, um, out of the possible $590 and credit. It's kind of confusing. We got a credit, so we got this money got back into our account, but we still have to hold this trade in our account. And since this expires on the 25th, how cool options work is you don't have to wait till the expiration. You can, if you're making a profit, you can just cash out. So since the stock market was closed Friday, I'll have a pretty good indication whether Netflix is going to go up or down. We're going to go below 977 by Monday. I'm going to wake up early Monday and try to cash out. Um, but Netflix is currently $1,006 per share. And keep in mind, I didn't have to buy any of these shares. I'm just buying the option or selling the option to somebody else. Um, so if we look on the options chain here, let's see. If we look at the options chain, actually it's kind of bad on the. Let's see if we can do the advanced Robinhood and see if I can show you. Let's see if I can show you here. Okay, here's the option. Advanced. Okay, I got the Netflix. So I sold the 977, bought the 975. So that's 250. That's yeah, 250 spread, which equates to 250, right? So if we do the math, we need a collateral of 250 since the spread between one and to the other is $2.50. We need a $250 per contract. So we need 250 times 5, 250 times 5. So we need 1200 in collateral in your account. So you need $1,250 in your brokerage account just to make this trade, but you're not risking the $1,200 since we got 590 back, right? So this got put in our back into our stock account. And this is our total collateral, but we minus the actual credit we got. Um, right? So, so we got 590 credit. So worst case scenario, we're going to lose 660 on this trade. So we're going to risk probably 50%. Actually, that's our risk, but I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to let it lose $600 because I'm watching the screen. So if we're even down $50, $100, I'm just going to cash out if I think it's not going to go in my favor, which I think it. I mean, again, in my favor, the stock will continue to go up, but if it keeps going down on Monday, I might cash out. um, yeah, I have to show you on a different option chain because Robinhood doesn't let. Actually, if you do the advanced options, see April 25th. Let's do Netflix. Netflix. I don't even know. I can't even navigate this thing here. There it is. Look up Netflix because we just want the options chain to pop up here. Yeah, it's this Robin. It kind of sucks. Actually, I need to make this bigger. Let's see if I can change the layout. So we can see the option chain. There it is. Okay. And it's changed it to Netflix. Okay, here's a Netflix options chain. I'm gonna pull my current play of April 25th. Yeah, April 25th. So here's the April 25th option chain here on Netflix. Here it is. Now it's populating. I think on the weekend the data is slow since there's not really not an active market. But see, here's my play. I did on the put side. I sold five 977.50s. See how the credit spread works is that you're selling something and you're buying something at the exact same time, and you're collecting the difference, which is since you're selling something that costs more and buying something that costs less, you're going to get a you're going to get a credit. And I showed you earlier we're getting a 900 no $590 credit for selling these 977.50 puts and buying the 975 puts. And this is the downward, yeah, this is downward, the downward direction. Actually, we can just do the opposite to here at the money right here. So here's my play here. Puts are on this side. No, puts are on this side. Calls. So the current stock price is 1,000 right here. Here's the current price. And see how it is? I don't want it to go below 977 right here. So we have like a 20, 30 point cushion by Monday. So, but I think it's going to work out. Um, yeah, I think it's going to work out. Okay, that's that play on the. I think we're going to win on that. And then on the other play, my Rumble play, it was when I bought. The reason why I bought shares is because I'll show you the reason why. Because we're selling somebody an option to buy my shares for me at $8, but it's not $8. Rumble is 7.20. So, and my average cost on buying these shares, let's see what it shows here. If I click on the 800 shares, it shows me my average cost. I think I bought it like over 3 or 4 days, weeks apart. So my average cost is 7.56 per share. So this is a win-win situation because my average cost is 7.56, right? 7.56. So if if these shares get called away, um, and the stock price goes up to $8 by the expiration date, um, I'm going to make 44 cents per share profit. Let me see. So 44 times 800. So I'm going to make if this goes up to $8, I'll be making a $352 profit on the shares alone, right? So, but as you see, here it is. As you see, I sold somebody else the option to buy my share 800 shares. Um, and what I did is I collected the money from them and it went into my account, right? Let's see what I got. So I got 60 cents. Average credit is 60 cents, and I got eight. So I collected 66 times eight. So I collected $528 a potential profit. I got a $520 credit for selling somebody else the option to buy my shares at eight. And I'm going to keep this money that it goes into my account and it never comes back. See, But the situation here is that the stock price is lower than I expected. But this is the reason why I'm going to keep these shares is that we're currently making 210 profit on these call options out of the possible 566 times 8, $528, right? So we're making 210 of the 528, right? Um, but since since this has a long time to go, I might keep. We still doesn't expire until May 16th. See, but the cool about thing about options is you don't have to necessarily wait to the expiration date of May 16th. Since we're already making 210 profit on this trade, by Monday, it depends if the price of the stock goes up or down on Monday, but we're still at 39% return on investment. 39% of the 590, right? So that's the reason why I'm keeping these, and then I'm keeping the shares as basically this selling covered calls. I mean, covered calls is mean that you already own the shares, and covered means that this trade is covered by your shares. So, and I sold 8 of them, like I showed you. So that's it. I'm just, and then I have a other Chase, my Chase account, um, JP Morgan Chase account. It goes directly linked to my bank account, so I can just make a good quick trade at that if I see a good opportunity if I see the stock market go up or down, or if I see the president mention something good or bad, or or like I heard like recently the naval ships are deployed, um, ready to go in the Middle East somewhere. So let's see what happens. So I'm waiting for Monday. I don't know if you got anything out of this, but you could probably YouTube some stuff I mentioned. So all right, ciao, bye.